Hello students of class 12, welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This video is for nutrition and the chapter that I will continue today is the infancy, and this video is part 4. In the previous video I have discussed about the breast milk function or breast milk advantages on the infants. Today I will discuss about the breast milk advantages to the mothers. Okay. So the advantages of breast milk on mothers. Okay. So as the children who are getting the milk from the mothers, it is very good for them, and it is also very good for the mothers who are feeding their child. So there are many aspects which are in front of it, like the breastfeeding help in birth control and birth spacing, because the breast milk producing age is in between this 1 year to 2 year. In this time the mother can produce the maximum amount of milk, and the prolactin hormones will increase in their bodies, and it can lead the mother to not to get pregnant for the second time, and it is very important. And in between two children, the birth spacing, is very important for the mother's health. Okay, so the prolactin hormone, which helps in milk production, reduces the synthesis of the ovarian hormones. That is why the child cannot form in their ovary, and or the mother cannot hold the child. So that is why the second issue can be happen. The second, during the breastfeeding, the oxytocin, other hormones released during lactation, in release to help to came back the uterus in their normal position. Extra weight gain during pregnancy can be shed due to the breastfeeding, because the breast milk, to produce the breast milk, a large amount of energy is needed. The mother can feed the infant at any time in anywhere without no preparation. It is very important. It saves time, energy and also money, because we don't have to buy the mother's milk, and also don't have to boil that milk, because it also saves our energy. The risk of breast cancer is also reduced in women who breastfeed their babies. The requirement of insulin decreased for the diabetic woman who breastfeeds her child. And now for the environment. So these are for the mothers. Now for the environment. That means the advantages on the environment. So it is natural, and it is a renewable source that can easily produce in mother's body, and it does not require any packaging, any fluid, like any energy or any fuels to boil it. It helps to birth spacing, and thus helping in the family planning, and also in the population control. It is cost effective. It is a beneficial health practice, since it reduces infants' morbidity and mortality. It can also decrease the death rate and the morbidity rate for the children. Okay, so now the next topic is artificial feeding. Artificial feeding. What is it? Like, if the infant is not fed milk directly from the mother, that is, if he can fed from a bottle or any other, like formula milk he or she is getting, so this is called the artificial milk. Okay, so why the children have to take the artificial milk? The first cause of it, like the mother is seriously ill or cannot produce the milk, or sometimes it also can happen due to this like when the childbirth happens, the mother died sometimes, so there is no mother who can feed the child. Sometimes another pregnancy involves during the time of the lactation, and if it starts, then the lactation will stop. The child is unable to suck from the mother's breast due to her any hair lip or any cleft palate. They have any cleft palate, or like this cutting of the palate or cutting of the lips. In that way, the child cannot suck the breast milk. Okay. The breast milk is not being produced in sufficient amount, so the child needs the other sources also. Mother is not available for the child for the occupational use, like if the mother is working, then she can't feed her child. The mother is consuming anticoagulants or the steroids, this type of the drugs which are very harmful for the child, and this time the mother cannot feed her child, or finally the death of the mother. So what is the advantages of the artificial feeding? Creates no additional requirement for the mother, or no problems in establishing the milk supply. The volume of milk given as visible as much as we can give. The feeding in public is also acceptable. In some cases, feeding in public to by the mother is also acceptable. But in our country, in some places, some people are not taking it very good. So that is why the feeding in public by a feeding bottle is always acceptable. Other members of the family can also feed the child. It is easier for the working mother to feed their infants. It is nutritionally adequate. To correct amount can be given, and if there is any deficiency of the nutrients in the mother's milk, if we give the artificial milk to the child, it should be not less in any nutrients. We can control the nutrient portions. So next, the modifications of the formula. Formula means formula milk. That means the mother's milk is best for the children, that I already told you. And the formula, that the carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, minerals which are present in the mother's milk, according to the percentage of it, we have to modify the formula milk, or we have to modify the cow's milk, or in any dried milk. We can use the water to it, we can use the other minerals to it. Okay. So in the breastfeeding is not acceptable, then the artificial feeding has to be given by the cow's milk, and we have to modify it properly. Dilute the cow's milk to bring the proper portions and the suitable concentration. Dilution helps form a softer, more flocculent curd and can be easily digested. The calcium concentration is also brought to normal level for this dilution, and 50 grams of the sugar can be added to increase the calories for the first 2 weeks, then about 30 grams have to be added. So these are the main things that we have to keep in mind when we are giving the formula milk to our infants. Okay, because the human milk, cow's milk and buffalo's milk nutrient contents are different. So we have to think it accordingly, and then we have to make the formula milk for them. Okay, so the points to be kept in mind while feeding the infants are: the milk bottles should be sterilized properly, the temperature of the milk should be normal, the body temperature that can feed by this the children, otherwise any burning can be happen. The nipple of the bottle should not be too large or should not be too small. It should be suckable for the children, and air should not be present in the nipple that can form the gas. Care should be taken in that children who does not choke or gulp, and because if they can't suck the nipples of this bottle properly, then the air can go inside them and it can produce a various of stomach problem. Okay, the child should not fall asleep when the bottle is on their mouth. So these things we have to keep in mind, and then we only can give the artificial feeding to the infants. So in the next video we will discuss about more. Till then, thank you.